Hi and welcome to E-ZTutoring. Today we're going to cover quadratic systems using elimination. Now there are two ways to solve these systems. One way is by substitution, which I've already covered, and the other way is elimination, which I'm covering now. So when you eliminate, all you want to do is you want to eliminate one of the variables, because in each equation we have two unknown variables. It is impossible to solve an equation with two unknown variables, so we want to combine them and eliminate in some way to get rid of either all the y's or get rid of all the x's. So you usually want to come up with a plan of action. You want to get the same exact y with the same exact y on the bottom, or vice versa for the x's, just so you can think about how you can cancel one of them out. Now, another thing is sometimes you'll have like an x squared and an x in an equation. You won't be able to cancel all of them out, so you would want to go with the y's. You want to come up with the easiest way. In this case, y squared and y squared are exactly the same. So this is a very easy plan of action. All we would want to do is simply subtract this y squared from this y squared, and that will cancel out all of our y squareds. Now, could we have done that with the x's? No, we could have not, because we have 4x and 4x squared. Those would not cancel out with each other. Some people might be thinking, oh, but maybe I can square this side. You can't, because that would give you a bunch of extra terms, either a bunch of extra terms with x or extra terms with y. Like I said, you want to go with the easiest route. So we will get y squared minus y squared. Goodbye, it is gone. 4x minus 4x squared. So negative 4x squared plus 4x equals 20 minus 100, negative 80. Well, let's make life easier and let's divide by negative 4 everywhere. And now we will get x squared minus x equals, this is 20. And I can actually go ahead and move 20 and set this equal to 0. Now, what I'm doing here is, once I've combined these, we got a third equation. This right here was our third equation. Our third equation was only in terms of x. And once you have an equation with only one unknown variable, you can solve for that equation. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm following these steps because this is simply a quadratic. You have x squared, x, and a constant. Whenever you have that, you want to solve it how you would a quadratic, by setting a equal to 0 and finding two numbers that multiply to negative 20 and add to negative 1. So those two numbers will be negative 5 and a plus 4, which in turn means that if you want to solve for x, you take the opposite of those numbers. So x equals 5 and x equals negative 4. So we got two values for x. So now that we got two values for x, what we want to do is we want to plug those in to find our corresponding values for y. Now, how do we do that? We need to plug them in, and we need to, actually before we plug them in, we should solve for y to get y equals, which will make life a little easier. What we can do is we can subtract the 4x to get 20 minus 4x. And like I said, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get y equals. And then we square root both sides and get that y equals the square root of 20 minus 4x. So let's go ahead and plug in x equals 5. 20 minus 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. So y equals 0 when x equals 5. And for the other one, negative 4, minus 4 times minus 4 is plus 16. 20 plus 16 is 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So y will equal 6 when x equals negative 4. Now, a very important thing is to be careful how you combine these. When you plug in 5, you get 0. When you plug in -4, you get 6. This value does not go with this value, and this one does not go with this one. You need to make sure you keep these paired like that. So that is how you solve quadratic systems using elimination. If you guys ever want ACT or SAT help, be sure to visit my website, www.e-ztutoring.com. Thank you guys, and have a good day.